In this video, you're going to learn how to optimize your Instagram bio and add call to action buttons. And this is probably the most important thing that you can do to drive website traffic and sales directly from Instagram. So what I want to do is bring you through a couple of different examples, different types of businesses, show how they're using this Instagram bio and call to action buttons, and then I'll show you the practical steps to change it for yourself. So let's get started looking at this Instagram account of Dave Ramsey. Obviously, this is kind of a personal business Instagram account, and you can see in his bio here, he has a little icon saying pointing down, and then create your free every dollar budget. Another icon, and then there is a link off here, and if we click this open, we can see that this opens up, and this is actually an app that he has created, and it's really a link to download it. Now notice the way there he said create your free every dollar budget. He didn't just say download my app. So that's an important thing to do, that in your bio you want to show the benefit for people to really click through, and that's a great example of that. He's also used some icons creatively to catch some attention there, but most importantly, that call to action in the bio here is really relevant to his audience. This guy is a kind of helps people get out of debt and become financially independent. So a free budget is exactly what his type of audience would be looking for. So that's important to keep in mind when you create your own bio, that it really has to appeal to your audience. And that's why it's a good idea to come in and take a look at some of those top performing competitors or influencers in your niche, so you can really see how they're using this. Now below his bio on that link, you can see that he's included an option for people to call, email, and then get directions as well. Now I'm not sure why he's included directions if he's kind of a personal profile, but those are the three options you can include. Maybe he just wants to take advantage of everything that you can. So you can include call, email, and directions if you want. Let us now go and look at another example to see how they're using their Instagram bio and call to action buttons to drive website traffic and generate sales. So let's go and look at a local business. So Juliana's Pizza, you can see this is a Brooklyn-based pizzeria co-founded by legendary pizza maker Patsy Grimaldi. No gimmicks, just great New York style pizza. And you can see that they've included there a link to their website and just their location as well. So it's really clear, people can see the exact address in the bio. And that is a great idea for a local business, because people might be following here and they say, oh, let's go check out that Juliana's Pizza place. They can see the address there without even needing to click that directions button, but they could click this and this should open up and they can see exactly where it is there. And you can also call there if you want to make a booking directly. So as you can see, this is an extremely useful use of the bio and the call to action buttons in order to really get customers in the door. Let's have a look at one more example, and we'll come and look at an e-commerce company, Tensile. So you can see take your camping to the next level. So this really again appeals to their audience, which is just taking their camping to the next level. So they're kind of targeting people who are already camping, but they just want to take it to the next level. There's a lot going on in that sentence. And then we plant 18 trees for each 10 sold. So another incentive to go ahead and buy, because it's not just that you get the product, but that you're helping the earth. And that again appeals to their audience. 155,000 trees so far. So again, using the icons to kind of bring that to life. Winter sale now on, 20% off. So that is a great use of the bio as well for an e-commerce store. They're showing who their audience is by take your camping to the next level, that incentive to plant trees, how many trees they've done so far, and there's 20% off. So that gives me a good incentive to click that link and to go ahead and buy, and obviously I can call an email as well there. So those are three examples of how companies are using this Instagram bio. It is by far the best way to drive website traffic or to generate sales for your business. And the practical steps to adjusting this are very, very simple. So I'm going to come back into my demo account, click on the gear icon up here. You can see edit profile. So I can add in my website. I'm just going to put this in so you can see what this looks like and how easy it is. And then bio, I can just put in bio there. I can adjust the contact options if I want to input that phone and address, especially if I was a local business. And then I can go ahead and click save or done. Come back to my profile and you can see that that is being updated there. So what I recommend you do is go have a look at some top influencers or types of companies in your niche that are doing it well. You know, have a look at 3 or 4, take some ideas from their bios and put it into practice and optimize your Instagram bio and those call to action buttons so that you can drive website traffic and generate sales from Instagram. It's probably the number one thing you can do if that is your goal. So go ahead and do that for yourself.